Hey there, good day everyone. Welcome to our daily stretch. I'm looking forward to giving us a good stretch today, and thank you for doing it with me. Before we get started, please remember two very important things. I have the hiccups, I'm sorry. Number one, I'd like you to remember that it's important that you have your doctor's consent before you start any exercise program. Number two, remember I'm teaching mirror style. So if I say left, it's going to be your right. If I say right, it's going to be your left, okay? Be sure you got your exercise chair prepared, and if not, if you don't have that sturdy exercise chair, any chair will do. Any seat, bed, sofa, dining room chair, kitchen chair, whatever, even wheelchair, just make sure those wheels are locked up. Everybody, I'm going to encourage you, just please do what you can. Even if you can't do everything, there's something you can do, okay? Because we got to keep moving. It's very important that we keep moving. It's also important that we remember this meditative breathing, which is inhaling deeply through the nose and out through the mouth. Like that. I want to try to maintain that throughout the whole class. We are going to be taking our time for these stretches, so don't rush me, okay? I'm going to lean back all the way in the chair. And if you hadn't already, let's begin with the meditative segment. Let's all get into relaxation mode, Zen mode. Again, inhale deeply through the nose, out through the mouth. Be sure your shoulders are relaxed, your legs are relaxed, your knees, your hands, and breathe. Let's go ahead and wiggle our fingers and our toes as we're going to come out of that meditative segment. Move your wrists around, your ankles, your fingers, your toes, your wrists, your ankles. Gently tip your head over side to side, left to right. We're not holding these stretches, just warming up upper body, warming up our neck and our lower back, upper back muscles. Stop at the top, and how about we rotate right, rotate left. Remember to try to maintain that breathing technique. And then stop at the top facing me. Let your chin fall towards your chest. Back up towards the ceiling. Down towards your chest. Back up towards the ceiling. Yes. And stop at the top. Let's lift our shoulders up to our earlobes and let your arms come out of your lap as we lower our shoulders towards the floor. Our hands are also going the same direction. Shoulders up towards the earlobes and down. One more time. Shoulders up towards the earlobes and down. So from here, squeeze and open your hands. And relax those hands and fingers. I want you to please pull your fingers up forward towards me. So we're extending our weight. Yes, extending our wrist. Yeah, extending our wrist. It might be flexion, but I think it's extension. Press towards the floor. Hold those fingers up so your palms are facing the floor. And release. Ooh, you feel that when you let it go? Again, pull those fingers up. And release. Once more. Pull those fingers up towards me. Press those palms. Spread those palms open. Spread your fingers apart. Press the palms towards the floor and hold. Hold those fingers up towards me. And release. I wonder if I should. Alright. Pull those fingers up now behind you. And hold and release. Again. And release. All the movement is in our wrists. One more time. Pull those fingers up behind you and hold. And release. Excellent. What I'd like you to do now is press your palms upward. Keep those shoulders and arms close to your body, but lengthen your arms behind you. And hold. We're stretching out the rear part of our shoulders. And release. Again. And release. Once more. Breathe through it. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And release. Now I want you to put your palms up. Spread them wide open. Lengthen those arms as far as you can. I'm trying to stretch out our bicep or the top front of our arm. And hold. And release, putting your hands back together in your heart center. And let's do that again. Bringing your hands back together. Relax your shoulders. Reconnect with your breathing, inhaling deeply through the nose and out through the mouth. Get under your right elbow. Push your elbow up as high as you can. Stretching out our tricep right here. Hold. Keep that elbow close and that arm close to your head. And just push up as high as you can. Everyone will be different. And release. Pulling that same arm, your right arm, across your chest. Lengthen. Wiggle those fingers. And as you're holding, I want you to rotate the wrists inward. Trying to make big circles with your fingers. And the other direction. Then arms wide open to the side. We are expanding our chest muscles open. Lengthen those arms. I'm going to sit forward a little so I can push my arms back a little bit as well as poke my chest out. Yes, I know. And now change, opposite stretch. Give yourself a hug. Right arm on top. Relax your head and neck. And feel your back muscles expanding. And releasing again. Wide open. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Expanding our chest muscles. And then give yourself another hug with the left arm on top. Hands on opposite shoulders. Relax your head and neck. And get under your right arm again, please. Push your right elbow up as high as you can towards the ceiling. Keep your arm close to your head as we try to isolate the tricep muscle. Hold. Same arm again across your chest. Lengthen your right arm as much as you can. We're stretching shoulders out here. Wiggle your fingers. Rotation for the wrists, inward. I'm popping a little here, lubricating the joints. Try to make yourself big circles with your fingers. And now I'm going to change directions. And then get under your left arm. Same thing. And your same arm across your chest on the left side. Look at your fingers. For some reason, I'm thinking I didn't do this before. If I did, I apologize. If I didn't, work with me. Rotation inward, making those big circles with your fingers. Rotation the other direction. And release your arms, come wide apart. Again, I'm going to tip forward a little bit, expanding my chest muscles, pretending someone's pushing my hands towards the back. Give yourself a hug, expanding the back muscles now, mid part of our back. I got my right arm on top of my left, my hands on opposite shoulders. And releasing. Again, arms wide open. To the side. Poke your chest out, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Expand those chest muscles. Only now to expand our mid-back muscles with your left arm on top this time. Hands on the opposite shoulders. Relax your head and neck. And releasing with your hands together now in your heart center. Press your hands towards your right, but look towards the left. Press your hands towards the left, looking towards the right. Press your hands towards your right, looking towards your left. Press hands towards your left and look towards your right. Hands back together. In your center only, to raise those hands up as high as you can. It's okay to lean back on the chair as high as you can. Hands in front, point those fingers towards me and lengthen as long as you can. I'm going to tip forward a little bit so I can put my ears next to my arms, but you don't have to tip forward. And releasing hands back in towards my center, only to push them up towards your ceiling. Again, go ahead and lean back in the chair. Breathe through it. And releasing, bring them back down to your center. Point those fingers towards me and lengthen. You can push your middle back into the chair, or if you feel comfortable as you're sitting all the way back in the chair, tip forward so that your ears are next to your arms. And releasing with your hands back to your center. Relax. Breathe through it. Relax your shoulders. Press the palms towards your right, but look towards your left. Pressing towards your left, but look towards the right. Pressing towards the right, look towards the left. And again, pressing towards the last time, the left, look towards your right. Back to your front, lengthen your arms up towards the roof. Go ahead and lean back in your chair. Arms come down. Lengthen your hands in front. Point those fingers to me. I'm going to tip forward. And release it. I'm sitting back again, all the way back. Hands as in prayer. All the way back in the chair. Arms up. Keep those palms together if you can. And releasing. One more time, fingers facing me. I'm going to tip forward. Nice long back. Ears next to the insides of my arms. And hold. And releasing. Come back to your center. Relax your palms in your lap. Continue the deep breathing. Lengthen your right leg, and I want you to press your heels towards me. Pull your toes in towards your nose and hold. And change and point towards me. Flex again. Heels pressed towards me. We're stretching out the bottom part of the back of our leg, our calves, and then point towards me again. Releasing. Same thing on the other side again. Press your left leg, heel towards me. Point. Pull those toes in towards your nose. Press those heels towards me. Again, point. Heels towards me. And relax. Now lengthen your right leg again. And just like we did the rotation for our wrists, I'd like you to rotate your ankles outward. And now I'm going to rotate inward. And I'm going to rotate outward again. Ooh, did y'all hear that? I'm okay. Thank you for asking though. And rotation back towards the inside. Any movement is good, okay? But if you can give me those big circles, we're actually stretching out not only our ankles, but the lower part of our legs, 360 degrees. And release. Lengthen your right leg. Let's rotate outward first. Okay. And rotate inward. Release and relax. Again, lengthen your right leg, pull those heels in, toes towards your nose, hold. Press towards me, point towards me. Heels press forward towards me. Pull those toes in towards your nose. And point. Relax and change sides. Left leg, pull those toes in. You want to feel like you're pressing your heel towards the camera, towards me. And point. Pull the toes in and hold. And point. And relax. Good job. Got to do that rotation a second time on the right leg. Let's rotate outward. rotate inward. I went outward again. But you don't have to. I'm going inward again. Just because I needed it. Change sides of the left leg. Left foot is rotating. Left toes are trying to make circles because our ankle is rotating outward. And then, oop, did y'all hear that? Rotating inward. And again, outward. And inward. Release and relax. I want you to rotate your whole body towards the right. Hang on to the chair and let your left leg drop in front so that your heels are up, toes down on the back, knees facing the floor. I want you to feel a stretch right here in your quadricep. Tip back if you feel you need a little bit more. Release. Use the same leg to push out in front towards me and cut the angle in half. So I want you to tip forward. Hang on to the chair. That's all you need to do, some of you. If you can, I'm going to go ahead and relax my head and neck and let my hand touch down on the floor while I hang on to the chair, going for the stretch for an inner thigh. Need to do the back of the leg here. And release, come up gently, back up top. Re-slide that left leg behind you. Toes down, heels up. Knee directly under your hip. So you're sitting on top of it. We are stretching our quadriceps here. Hold. I'm going to tip back a little more. And release once more. Left leg out in front. Foot's flat on the floor if possible. I'm going to cut my angle in half. And release. Come on up towards your center. Rotation. Go ahead and keep your legs apart. Pushing those knees away from each other. Trying to stretch out inner thighs here. I'm gonna put my hands in prayer. And I'm gonna tip forward and use my elbows to split those knees apart away from each other. And hold. forward again. I'm going to touch down this time. Still use my elbows to push my knees apart. Getting a nice inner stretch. For my legs. Inner thigh stretch. Inner thigh stretch, I should say. And release. Come on up. Turn your body all the way towards your left. Hang on to the chair. Your right knee is directly under your hip if you can. Push that foot behind you, toes down, heels up. There's a stretch right there for my quads. Tip back if you need it, but you don't have to. Release, relax. I'm going to lengthen my right leg out towards you. And I want to cut my angle in half, hanging onto the chair, tip forward. This may be enough for a lot of you, most of you. Some of you may need more. As you're hanging onto the chair, relax your head and neck. Touch down with your hand and hold. And breathe through it. And release, still hanging on to the chair. Bring your right foot in again. Knee directly under your hip. Toes down in the back, heels up. Hold. I'm going to tip back a little more. You don't have to, as long as you feel a nice stretch in this big muscle right here, the quadricep. So that's good. And once more, as you're hanging onto the chair, push your left leg in front towards me. I'm going to cut my angle in half. I'm hanging on to the chair as I touch down. Breathe through it, breathe through it. And release. And take your time coming up. I want you to, as the chair, sit forward a little bit on the chair. Not a lot. I want to get a good stretch underneath our leg here. So lengthen your right leg. Excuse me. Heel down, toes up. Pretend that someone is extending your spine, pulling a string through your head. Pulling and expanding your spine, okay? So you're sitting forward. I want you to tip forward as much as you can where you feel a stretch behind your leg. You don't have to go all the way down. Use the left leg for support. And release. Let's just do the same thing on the other side. Left leg extended, heels down, toes up. You're being pulled up to sit up tall. Tip forward. Now right here is enough for me. I'm feeling a nice stretch in the back of the leg. If you need to go further, that's good. But make sure your back stays straight. Hold. And release. Bring those feet together, knees together, heels up, toes down. Apply pressure if you want. Hold. Release. Let's do that again. Heels up, toes down. And release. And one more set of all those exercises. Left leg, right leg is extended, heels down, toes pulled up, sit up tall, tip forward. Use your left arm and your left leg for support. And release. Left leg again. Heel down, toes up. I'm going to tip forward. But first, straighten out. Right arm, right leg for support. Relax. Pull your legs in. One more time, just to make sure we get that good straight. I got my right leg extended, heels down. Pull your toes up towards your nose. Left arm and leg are used for support. And release. Left leg extended, heels down. Pull those toes up towards your nose. I'm going to tip forward. And release. Bring those knees in together. Heels up, toes down. Apply pressure if you want. Sit forward if you want. You don't have to. And release. And one more time. Heels up, toes down. Pressure, no pressure. Just hold. And release. Go ahead and sit back in your chair. Good job. Got a good stretch there for a lot of good muscle groups. I hope you felt it. Don't ever overextend yourself. And if I ever forget to say so, if you need to take a break, take one. Just stop. And then just come back to me. It's all good. Be sure to drink your water. I got mine right here. I'll be having some after class. Make sure you drink your water throughout your day. And thank you very much for helping me stretch out today and keep moving. Because it's so important that we keep moving to the best of our ability, as we have been doing. So keep up the great work. Remember, we can do this.